midface is an area that's often overlooked in facial rejuvenation, and there's a lot of approaches to rejuvenating the midface, everything from filling the nasolabial fold, in which the filler companies really like to advertise, to lifting that area. And the midface lies between the corner of the eye and the corner of the mouth, and it includes the nasolabial fold. So one approach to rejuvenating this area is to fill the nasolabial fold. The problem is that's not a totally natural approach, because the nasolabial fold exists because there's actually two muscles that run from the corner up here all the way to the skin in that area. And when you smile, it pulls up the corner of your mouth. So if you look at a 3-year-old, they have a nasolabial fold, and it exists throughout life. The other approach to rejuvenating the midface is to lift that area. Well, it isn't that the midface fell. The reality is what happens is the midface deflates. So if you think of a youthful face as more like a grape, what happens is that grape loses volume and becomes more like a raisin. So if you pull that raisin tight, you don't get a grape, you just get a tight looking raisin. And so to truly rejuvenate the midface is to revolumize the midface. In my opinion, the best way to rejuvenate the midface is through a midface implant. It's a soft implant that's placed in through the mouth and anchored right up against the bone. Now once it's healed, it's sealed right up against the bone. So even if you feel the cheek and palpate firmly, you'll never feel the implant. And the best part of this is it's a totally predictable solution to the midface. You pick the size beforehand, you can even pick the size intraoperatively, and that's the size that you're gonna get once it's all healed. Now it's nice because if you, at the end of the day, want a bigger size or a smaller size, it's easily reversed. In fact, if you decide someday you don't want the implant anymore, it can be removed within about 10 minutes.